Hi there guys, Sowerz here with another commentary, and it's been a while since i46, so I thought I was going to do a bit of talk about that. And obviously there's been a few developments for me personally, so I'll talk a bit about that as well in this and a few other bits after. But yeah, i46 was about a week and a half ago now, and I did do a preview about the event, so most of you will probably have known about it or maybe watched it. And we came second place in the end when I was with Prophecy. But obviously after the event I'm no longer a part of Prophecy now, and I'll talk a bit about that and how that developed. But yeah, for us it was a good event. To place second, we didn't prepare whatsoever really. We played about a couple of days before the event because my three teammates at the time were at Gamescom, so we had a good 2 days practice really, and that was about it. So that was from after EGL as well, so we had 2 days really, 2 or 3 days to prepare for I-Series. So going into it, we wanted to get top 3, but if we didn't come top 3, I wouldn't have been too surprised if we came like 4th or 5th or something like that. We went into the event and we played the 2 Phobia teams first, who were both a lot better than what we thought they'd be, because they were both pretty newly formed teams. The first round was pretty comfortable for us against the first Phobia team. Then we played the next Phobia team, which was like the main Phobia team, which was King, Maxi, Crooks and somebody else. Just can't remember who it was off the top of my head. Nah, I still can't remember. But they were a pretty good team. That was actually a pretty close game. It went down to the last map, but on the last map we kind of stepped our game up and we won it 4-0 on Arcade and CTF. But yeah, then after that match we had Collapse in our side of the bracket, so we had them in the semi-finals. And going into that, obviously Collapse were the favourites of the tournament. They were known as, like, you know, one of the best teams in the world, along with Optic. And we managed to come away with a win against them, and I did do an interview before the game saying that we need to win our CTFs because they're a really strong S&D team, and we did. I mean, it was a best of 7, so it was first to 4, and we won both the CTFs at the start. They won both the S&Ds, so we knew we just had to try and nick a S&D, but they ended up winning the next CTF after that, so we were 3-2 down, and there was an S&D coming up. And so really we were looking out on the brink of going out into the loser bracket, but we managed to take the S&D, which, you know, we never really expected to take an S&D off them, but we did, putting it 3-3 going down to the last map, which was a CTF, and we managed to take the CTF to take the win 4-3. So that shocked a lot of people obviously, and we felt really good after that game. And then we were going into the winning bracket final against TCM, who at this point hadn't dropped a map, I believe. Actually no, I think they dropped some against Tigerware in their semi-final. But they were looking really strong, so we knew it was going to be a tough game. We played TCM twice before in 2 other events, I-45 and EGL 5, and both times we beat them. So we were going into it with a bit of a, I guess, a mental advantage, and we managed to beat them 4-1 in the end. The maps were pretty close, but still in the end it felt comfortable overall. But the maps were still pretty close. So I mean, a 4-1 result, 4-1 win. I mean, sorry, looks pretty convincing, and it was convincing in some ways, but at the same time, it wasn't, you know, a demolition. They still played pretty well against us, but yeah, to come away 4-1 against them was pretty good feeling as well, because I think they'd prepared quite well for this event. So to beat them with little preparation felt pretty good for us. So we went into the grand final, and Collapse made their way through. I mean, I watched them quite a bit when they were making their way through, and they seemed like they'd had a confidence boost in a way, because I think when they got knocked out, they were pretty shocked from speaking to them. They didn't expect us to have the teamwork we did, and neither did we in some ways. But I think they kind of got the attitude right. We've got nothing to lose now, so they kind of all just switched on. And when they played Dignitas, I watched them play Dignitas, and it was pretty comfortable really from watching them. They seemed to just walk all over them. I mean, they looked really confident. And Dignitas really didn't look that up for it, so they beat them, and then they kind of just continued that kind of form going up to the grand final, and we ended up playing them again. And this time they really showed how good they were at S&D. I mean, their S&Ds, I think they pretty much wiped the floor with us on S&D, like 4-0, 4-1. But the CTFs once again were really close. They ended up going down to stopwatches. What do you call it? Whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's stopwatch. So it was going into overtime all the time, and yeah, they were really close CTF games. I think if we prepared for the event and actually prepared our S&D, because our S&D EGL wasn't that good, and we didn't really practice it at all coming into this I-Series. So I think if we did actually practice S&D, we could have beat them, and maybe we could have took some more of the CTFs. It was still really close on CTF. So really, we did play really well, and overall we were pleased with how we played. and we did dominate the European teams really. Like in terms of like, we didn't really look like losing a European game. Maybe Phobia was probably our closest game actually overall, but to actually beat Collapse, I mean, it's probably the most significant victory a European team's had over an American, because the Team Fear got 6-0 by Team Collapse, and Fear, they did really well at EGL. They came fourth. They only lost to SK. I think they only just lost to SK at EGL, and for Collapse, the 6-0 Fear going into that tournament, they were major favourites. So for us to actually beat them is definitely a big achievement, and I think if we did prepare before the event, we could have beat Collapse. But it just wasn't to be. They came away as the winners, well deserved, and they showed that they're on another level attitude wise and everything, because when you watch them play, you just see they're so selfless, they're so much smarter in the way they play, and I think for a team to match that kind of level, it'll need 4 players who have got the whole package. And I think in Europe, I don't know if we've got a team like that at the moment, but I still think Optic are the top team to beat. I think on CTF, Collapse weren't as good as Optic are on CTF, I personally think. I think on S&D, however, I think Collapse were probably better. They just looked so well drilled on S&D, they knew exactly what they were doing. Kind of like Fear are on S&D really. Probably better actually. So I think if Collapse work on their SCTF a lot, I know they've changed their roster as well, but yeah, I think they could be a really strong contender to beat Optic. I think Optic obviously still had a top team, but I don't think the gap is as big as people think between Optic and the rest, like I said in the last one, but they are still the team to beat. But yeah, after the event, there was a lot of rumours flying about our team and stuff like that, and yeah, we basically, what it was that basically before the event, me and one other player, we talked with the managers, and this was months in advance before these events, that we wanted to change the team because, well, the managers wanted players with the right attitudes for the plans that they wanted with the future, and they wanted people who were going to have the right attitude for it. I won't go into it too much because I don't want to reveal too much of what they want to do, but we did talk way before the event and things like that about it, and we had this plan that we were going to change the team and things like that. And then we talked after the event, and pretty much the same words were discussed. Look, we want to do this and do that because of, you know, the attitudes and things like that. And I basically was saying, like, with that team, I didn't enjoy playing online. You know, you might not be able to tell from the videos if you look back, because when I'm playing scrims, I'm usually engaged in the game and I'm communicating or whatever. But I didn't really look forward to playing it just because in game the attitudes clashed in the team. You won't always have seen it. Maybe if you watch my stream, you might have seen, but just certain things just irritated me a bit, and as much as I got on with the guys, like, I've got nothing wrong with them out of game. I think they're all sound guys. Shane Swanee and Gunsheet, they're easy to talk to, easy to get along with. It's just in game, it wasn't enjoyable, and I kind of said that while we were talking. But yeah, I mean, the thing was, we did talk before the event about changing it up, and then all of a sudden I got texts off the managers saying basically the whole plan's changed and now I'm the one that's getting the boot, and it was meant to be 2 of the other players going originally. And I think what it basically, how I see it, is that people changed their minds on what they wanted to do for some reason. I don't know what it was, but I'm still confused right now as to what actually happened, because as a team, there's no doubt about it, we were really strong, and probably, I think we were probably the closest to a EU team beating an American team has been yet. So really, I'm still, like I say, I'm still not 100% sure as to what happened development-wise, but there was a lot of rumours flying about, and I have kind of reason to believe that something else was going to happen with the team as to what's happened now, because Jake has joined the team, but I've got good reason to believe that there was actually meant to be 2 other players joining, but from what I've been told and things like that, but it didn't turn out that way, and it's still Shane, Gunshy, Swanee with Jake now. But yeah, like I say, I kind of felt like people didn't stick to the morals in the team, especially some of the managers, but that's just how it is. I've got no hard feelings with any of them, you know. Some of you might think that, oh, I'm a bit bitter about it, and that I might fall out with the people in the team, but no, I'm not really that. I'm not going to hold a grudge against anyone. I've just lost respect for people. It's as simple as that. You know, like I say, I'm not going to hold it against them. Just I ain't got the respect that I did before. Some people weren't the people I thought they were, and it turned out in a pretty sour way, really. But that's just how it is. You learn things every day, I guess, and I guess I've learned I can't trust certain people, but that's just how it goes. Sometimes you learn the harsh way. But like I say, no hard feelings of any of the players in that team. Still think they're all a great bunch of guys, and I wish them the best of luck with what they do. But for me, looking forward, yeah, I'm trying to sort a new team out, guys. I'm not taking a break. I know a lot of you people were thinking, like, because we haven't uploaded recently, am I taking a break, things like that, but no. I'm not taking a break. I know we haven't uploaded for a while, but, you know, obviously this video is going to be uploaded soon, but the plan is now, the montage, guys, it will be out very soon. Don't worry about that. A few things have to be changed because of what's happened recently in the montage, so once they're changed and everything's sorted with the tag, that will be uploaded very soon, I can promise you that. But yeah, I'm just going to be trying to sort a team now for EGL8. That's the next event for me, EGL8. Try and sort an organisation in the build up to Black Ops 2. And who knows what will happen with Black Ops 2. I think we'll see a lot of team changes, let's put it that way. I think every team will probably change for Black Ops 2 because of certain things, like there's meant to be a COD XP coming for that as well. So that's going to shake a lot of teams up. But yeah, we'll be uploading and I'll be streaming a lot more once I got the get a team sorted, because this team will probably be a lot more active than my last team was. So I'll be able to stream a lot more, whether it be GBs or scrims or whatever. Like I say, I'll be uploading a lot more as well once the montage gets released, because Luke will be able to do things like one clip edits maybe, and we'll just be able to focus on actually getting content out rather than trying to focus on the montage. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel, guys. Please drop the video a like and follow me on Twitter if you could, on @Sowerz. And yeah, please drop it a like I say, because all the support that we get, we really do appreciate. And I just want to say as well, throughout the event, all the support that we had at the event was great through Twitter and after the event as well. So yeah, I really do appreciate it, guys. So please drop it a like, and I will see you next time. Cheers.